Hi, for those of you that want to learn how to use Excel a little bit, here's an example spreadsheet where you might put your data in. So I have 3 replicate plates. I have 3 time points, 1 hour, 24 hours, 48 hours, and for each time point I've counted worms on the left side, middle of the plate, and right side, where my left side and right side, let's say, have E. coli and Serratia, or E. coli and nothing, something like that. And now I want to analyze my data. So my first step will probably be to calculate a proportion for each of my time points. So you always want to make sure you label things clearly. So I'll say proportion left 1 hour. Now I'll copy, paste, and just change that 1 hour to 24 hours here and 48 hours here. Always a good idea to label things before you start entering in your numbers so you never get confused as to what a number is. So now I can just type the equal sign to say that I'm going to write a formula and not do a straight up entry of text or numbers. So for this I want the proportion of the left side divided by the total on the left plus the right side. Now I hit return. There's my proportion. 42.8% are on the left side compared to the total that are on the left side or the right side. If you don't know why I ignored the middle worms, go ask your instructor about that. So now a great thing about Excel, I can just copy, paste, and that's giving me my proportion for plate 2 and plate 3. Excel automatically knows that when I go down one row and paste it, it takes the formula but changes all the numbers. Instead of B3, it now knows to use B4. Alright, so now let's do the same thing but for 24 hours. Now I could copy and paste, but the numbers aren't going to be right. So because I just moved one column over here, but the data moved 3 columns over, so I'm going to have to fix the numbers. So I don't want C3, I actually want E3 and G3. So I'll just change that. E3 and G3. Alright, so now I have a proper formula. I can copy and paste that down. Copy and paste it here, but again I'll change it. I want H and J now. Alright, so now I've got my proportions. So the next thing you're probably going to want to do is calculate an average proportion and then get your standard deviation. So to do that, equals, and I'm just typing in average, and I will highlight with the shift all the numbers that I want it to average for me. Click enter. Again, I can just copy and paste over. Standard deviation, same way, but now I'm going to use the Stdev function, and I will click on all the proportions that I want to take a standard deviation for, and there we go.